What's up, guys? Professional recorder now, because I have my front-facing screen or whatever on my fancy camera. This video is supposed to be about my F-150, but I had to include this because holy cow, it's crazy. This Fusion wreck here, been daily driving it for a while. It's my girlfriend's. On the way back from Michigan, it was a 16-hour trip, and somewhere in Tennessee, around like 4 or 5 hours away, a hole got rubbed in the lower radiator hose, and I patched it. But because of how these, you gotta bleed the system and all that, and if it gets air in it, it's bad. And yeah, basically, if I can get this in there, there we go. Basically, what happened was this radiator hose down here got a hole rubbed in it from the AC compressor, or one of the pulleys. I think it was the AC compressor down there, and I tried to patch it, which I did. I might add, pretty successfully patch it with a Mountain Dew can and some zip strips, and it worked, but it still overheated like, I don't know, like 5 or 7 times or something. And after that, I got that fixed and filled this up, and within like an hour or two, this will be completely drained, and it is coming out of the exhaust. Without the car running, the exhaust has a weep hole in the muffler, and it will just weep out of the exhaust all the way down till it's level with the motor. So what I'm assuming is it has a crack in the head somewhere that is just the right height below this, and it will push it out into the exhaust, gravity feed it, because after I fill it up and it pushes all of that out, I can actually drive it around for, I think, if I measured, it was like 220 miles or something like that. I can drive it around, and it actually like still cools, doesn't overheat or anything, but after like 200 miles, I have to fill it back up with coolant again, because over time with it circulating, it must like slosh into that crack and then go down and out, which is crazy. So this has some type of crack in it. It's not the turbo, because I disconnected the lines and looped them for the coolant lines for the turbo just to see, and it did not change anything. It's just the coolant going through the head coming out of the exhaust. Still runs absolutely phenomenal. Very, very strange. Very crazy. Like, it has no coolant in it right now. I took it to the store. Make sure this is turned down, so you'll hear me listening to Creepcast. Very excellent podcast. Turn down. Thank you. Anyway, the check engine light is on because I ran it out of coolant the other day. But yeah, no. Runs really good. Heats up and stays right there. Absolutely nuts. You do have to keep the AC on though. If you don't have the AC on, it will not stay cool. So it's right at a precipice. So yeah, it's cracked, I guess. It's pretty crazy. But we're gonna see how long we can drive it like that. And with me door dashing and stuff, I think I'm gonna drive it until it makes its money back, and then I'm gonna buy another car, and then we'll just drive this one into the ground until it has a catastrophic failure. And there you go. All right, let's go ahead and take care of this. So first, we're changing the solenoid on my F-150, by the way. So we're gonna go ahead and disconnect this right here. That way we got no power going to it. We should be getting the solenoid soon, which is why I'm going ahead and doing this. So there's your solenoid right there. I got this guy right here, and this should get them off. I think it's a 15, not exactly sure, but Well, that's loose. So we'll go ahead and undo this nut, which is for my amp wire. You got what is this, a vacuum line that we probably should be careful of? Alright, careful with the amp wire because they do have capacitors and they can actually hold power. Now we're going to loosen that one and loosen that one. Take our exciter off. Put that right there. And undo these guys. This is so much easier than working or changing a starter on these. Not that it's that hard, but this is a lot easier. And I'm happy that it's this. Alright, now we get all of this off. That, and this. All of those guys. And then, I don't know if that's 8 or not. It's either 8 or 10. Looks like it's 8. Now we loosen this 8mm. And there's actually, I think, the stock solenoid on this truck, which is kind of crazy. I don't think it's ever been changed because I had it for pretty much all of its life, this truck. It used to be a plantation truck. Didn't exactly get that many miles there. Alright, there's that. And there's our bad solenoid. Look at that. We can confirm that it's bad. I got a jump pack. Try it. Whoop. Had you guys hooked on that. Let's get the jump pack out and let's confirm that this solenoid is bad. Even though I'm pretty sure I know it is. But let's get the jump pack. That should be a fun little experiment. Oh yeah! Alright, we got our jump pack. Let's turn you guys around. We have the solenoid right here. So we're going to take the ground on this jump pack. Do that. There's your ground. And all we got to do is attach red to this guy, turn it on, and you should hear a click like that. That's weird. It is working. Wait. Huh. Okay. So this solenoid was not working at all, mind you. This is interesting. So, now I'm starting to think that maybe this just wasn't grounding. And maybe the solenoid never gave up at all, actually. Let me clean some grounds and stuff, and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, I got my tool right here. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up. I'd really prefer to do this with an actual drill, but fun fact, I don't have a drill and I haven't ordered one yet. I'll get one eventually, but for now I'll just use this. So let's clean up the grounds on this. I can already see a bunch of crap coming off of it. And we'll reattach it. I'll clean up over there too. Because originally it was clicking like it had a grounding issue. I cleaned up the posts on the battery and it was fine. I was like, okay, that's weird. And then it just stopped working altogether and I'm like, okay. Then I figured out I could jump the solenoid here and it was fine. But I had to crank it up from outside. But if this solenoid still works, and it was just the ground on the firewall, like this being grounded to the firewall, I'm going to be very impressed that this solenoid is okay. Woohoo, nature's Loctite called cross-threading. Just kidding, it's threaded correctly. we'll keep our tools out just in case for some reason there's something really crazy going on here. However, we got that back on, all factory like. Let's see what happens when we turn the key. Nothing. Okay, so are we not getting signal power then from the ignition switch? Could it be? Huh. Well, I guess I should get my multimeter out and check and make sure that there's actually power getting sent to that. Not really sure how I'm going to do that by myself, but hey. Well, I'll get back to you guys with that. That's funny. Okay, let's take this stick out of here. Oh. So I was doing a little bit of gleaming with this guy over here. Let's put that back on. That's good. And yep, we're good to go. Close that. Got all these tools right here. Now, crazy thing. I am an idiot. Kind of. Pretty much, actually. I mean, everybody's been there, I'm sure. But yeah, I literally, I would hop in the truck, turn it over, and it'd be like click, 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 and then it'd go. I was like, okay, cool, ground. I think, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it did have a ground issue or something, but now, cranks up, runs and drives. The weird thing is, what I did to fix it was I crawled under there and beat on the neutral safety switch. And in my experience, normally whenever you do that, say you like put it in reverse, neutral drive, first, all that good stuff, go back through gears, shut it off, and then it won't crank back up, except this one does. So I guess beating on the neutral safety switch was the answer. And it's fixed. So I never needed a solenoid or anything. I never needed to do any of that. Maybe, probably. I don't know. Vehicles are fun. I'm not the best mechanic. I'm just kind of like, I beat on things until they work. That's just what I do. You know, ever since YouTube demonetized my channel and stuff, I'm just gonna be like unapologetically just doing whatever I want. So that'll be fun. I honestly, I was trying to stay away from making videos for a while, but I really love working on things, and I really, really love making videos, even if people are like, oh, they're terrible. I don't really care. I'm just going to throw things out there and make them. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'll appreciate it if guys and gals watch, but if you don't, that's okay. I'll just keep making stuff because I enjoy it. I enjoy the tech side of videos. Like, this new camera is really cool. I really enjoy this camera. I enjoy stuff like my truck. Ooh, look at that stabilization. Whoa. So cool. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. On to the next one.